Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a short unbagging, although I've already taken it out of the bag just for ease of displaying. This is my latest issue of Against the Odds magazine. This is number 58. It's actually the last of my subscription, but I am going to resubscribe to this magazine. I really do like it. Hopefully next year I'll add a couple other subscriptions and we'll have some more magazines to look at and look at the magazine games. Anyway, this is Clash of the Carriers, the Battle of the Philippine Sea. Now this is just me. Clash of Carriers and then Battle of the Philippine Sea. They could have got rid of that of, just slide that over and been fancy with the of in the middle, but I digress. Alrighty, so let's take a look inside. Well, I love this photograph, fairly famous. Get the Carriers. And this is from June 20, 1944, on board the ready room of the USS Monterey. So, as most magazine games, there's a number of articles that are specific to the game that's included. I don't know if you've ever seen this particular magazine, but I think it's pretty well put together. 2 columns. Font is pretty easy to read. Nice diagrams, good photographs. It's kind of cool. I love these old naval photographs. And then we get toward the middle, and here's some ads. Oh, that's looking cool. Here we go. Rules of play. Now, typically, what are these? About 16 pages. Let's see. Yeah. Now, I don't take my rules out of the middle of the magazines. I keep them in there. So this is a game designed by Mark Style, development by Russ Lockwood, and layout by Mark Mahaffey. Excuse me, Mark. Some pretty small text here and in script. Not sure why, but we can get through this. And you'll get to see the counters in a minute. The counters in this game, I think, are beautiful. The rules, nice and clean. Other than that little script part in the beginning, this all looks good. Now this is a 2-player game. Okay. There's some tables here. Nice. Air-to-air combat, ship damage, search tables. Air-to-air combat. Okay, some more tables. And we'll dig into this. This game is definitely going to get on the table. Now, I'm still working on the Carrier Battle of Philippine Sea from Compass Games. This past month, you notice there haven't been a lot on my channel. I have just been extremely impacted with both work and then having to go get a physical and a colonoscopy. And if you're of age, I highly recommend you go do that. I can't stress that enough. I had colon cancer at 50, was diagnosed and had that removed within 10 days. So this was just a checkup. Anyway, I'm only bringing that up because I think it's important that you guys take care of yourself out there. Anyway, so busy month and taxes, which, by the way, I'm going to get a little bit of money back. I'm happy with that. Okay, so there's some optional rules here. Let's get focused. I always love the designer notes. We'll read through those. And looks like it says scenarios. Contains 3 scenarios: historical, Unleashed, and the Japanese dream scenario. Interesting. That might be fun to play. I can Task Force 58 Unleashed. We'll get into those again. US player, Imperial Japanese player, and some more dev notes. And that's your rules. Again, shooting fish in a barrel, talking about, oh, look at this, beautiful. Wow, that's a beautiful piece of art. Some kamikaze stories. That'll be interesting to read. Oh wow, look at this. Here's a photograph of a kamikaze just about to hit below deck, and apparently the sailors buried him with full honors. Okay. And a little bit about John Prados. So that's nice. I'll give you a little story on him, a prolific game designer. I'm not going to dig too deep into that on this video, but definitely had an impact on what we do, games we play. And then an ad for the Fires of Midway. I'm a sucker for Pacific naval and the invasions on the beach, all that stuff. I just eat it up. Maybe it's because I grew up on the West Coast and my dad was in the Navy. Anyway, let's look at some of the components that come in the magazine game. You get an air-sea battle display. That's pretty nice, single-sided. A naval and a Japanese and U.S. Navy composition sheets. Nothing too fancy. Ready, cap, flown. Ready, cap, flown. And activated. Okay, and those are single-sided as well. And then ship damage logs. These are pretty nice. And they say go ahead and photocopy. So you see the Iowa and the New Jersey battleships there. The Yamato and Musashi. And these are two-sided. Well, the US one is anyway. Japanese not so much. And here we go with the counters. Now what's nice is you're going to get two sizes of counters. So typically in these magazine games you'll get counters for other games, for erratas and whatnot. I think that's what some of those are. Yeah. I'm going to take a look at those. I'll hold that still for you. Those are the Japanese. Take a look on the back side. Sorry for the movement. And these look like to be the small at 1/2 inch. Here's some of the US. We got some markers. These are the aircraft. Very nice. And then the ship counters are actually a little larger. I'm guessing these are 5/8. Japanese, US. And then some markers. On the back side. And again, I find these counters beautiful. There's just something about the color palette, the way they've got them laid out. Excuse me. There's something about the color palette, the way they have them laid out, the silhouettes I like. And interestingly enough, the US ships are facing left and the Japanese ships are facing to the right. Subtle, but nice. And then we get to the map. Now, as you can expect with an ocean map, we're gonna have a lot of blue. This is one edge, and I'll just kind of unfold this as we go along. You've got your day tracker with the the moon, the sun, the moon, and whatnot. A lot of blue, as I mentioned, and more blue. So, here we go, guys. Clash of Carriers, the Battle of the Philippine Sea. Against the Odds magazine. What did I say it was? Number 58? Number 58. That's what we got inside the bag. Like I said, I look forward to getting this on the table and playing it. I'm in the middle of playing the Carrier Battle of Philippine Sea, and I'm also listening to a book on tape about that engagement as well. So I'm kind of deep into it right now, and will be for another couple weeks at least before I probably get onto another shiny object. But you know, that's what we do when we play war games. This stuff just sucks us in. As always, guys, I appreciate you taking time to check out what I do here on the channel. If you haven't yet, take a second, please subscribe, leave a comment, and I will talk to you in the next one. Goodbye for now.